Right now, on the official CIA website, there is a document you can download for free. It was written in 1983 by a lieutenant colonel of the United States Army, and it was classified as super secret by Army intelligence. It was only declassified in 2003. This secret document is 29 pages long, and one page is missing. What it describes is a United States government program designed to teach human beings how to escape the restrictions of space, time, and their own body. Yeah, you heard it right. Space, time, and body. This is not a metaphor. Those are the exact words in the document. And this is the Gateway Project. Chapter 1. The Man Who Fell Out of His Body. Robert Monroe was not a mystic. He was a radio executive, a practical American businessman who ran a successful production company in the 1950s, until 1958. One night, Monroe woke up floating several feet above his own body. He looked down at the bed and there he was, sleeping. He succeeded to return, and he was terrified. He consulted doctors. Every one of them told him he was in perfect health, but the experiences kept happening. So what Monroe did was not to join a religion. He built a laboratory and started taking notes. In 1971, he published Journeys Out of the Body, the first systematic non-religious study of out-of-body experiences ever written. But what he wanted was more than just documentation. He wanted to reproduce the experiences on demand. And he found that the key was sound. Through years of experimentation, Monroe identified what he called Hemi-Sync, or hemispheric synchronization. The principle was quite simple. Put on headphones, your left ear receives one tone, your right ear receives a slightly different one. Your brain detects the difference between the two, and generates that frequency internally, a sound that does not exist in the room, produced entirely by your own mind. This synchronizes both hemispheres. Left brain and right brain fire together. Monroe mapped the resulting states and numbered them as focus levels. Focus 10, mind fully awake, body asleep. Focus 15, the state of no time. Consciousness is detached from any sequential sense of past or future. Focus 21, the edge of time-space as it interfaces with other energy systems. Then, he founded the Monroe Institute in Virginia, created the Gateway tapes, and started teaching people how to leave their body deliberately. The CIA found out, and sent a colonel. Chapter 2. The most bizarre classified document ever written. In 1983, Lieutenant Colonel Wayne McDonnell received orders to evaluate Gateway and determine if it has military applications. McDonnell enrolled at Monroe Institute, listened to the tapes, experienced the states personally, and then wrote 29 pages that became the strangest secret document in American intelligence history. The document is available right now on the CIA website. You can search and read it right after you finish this video. McDonnell opens by explaining what it took to write. Here are his words, directly from the document. Frankly, sir, that proved to be an extremely involved and difficult business. I found it necessary to delve into various sources for information concerning quantum mechanics in order to be able to describe the nature and functioning of human consciousness. Here he was, a colonel of the United States Army, reading quantum mechanics to explain out-of-body experiences to his commanding general. The foundational argument of the report, solid matter does not exist. Direct quote from the document, solid matter, in the strict construction of the term, simply does not exist. Rather, atomic structure is composed of oscillating energy grids surrounded by other oscillating energy grids which orbit at extraordinary speeds. His conclusion, if everything, including the brain, is oscillating energy, then consciousness might interact with energy fields beyond the physical body. Then he said the sentence that has circulated millions of times online, the official CIA definition of Gateway. A training system designed to alter consciousness, moving it outside the physical sphere so as to ultimately escape even the restrictions of time and space. Escape even the restrictions of time and space. You heard it right. And in his recommendations, McDonnell writes that anyone pursuing out-of-body projection should be prepared to encounter, His exact words, intelligent, non-corporeal energy forms beyond the boundaries of space and time. Chapter 3. The Missing Page. The Gateway Report is 29 pages. Except it is 28, because page 25 is missing. This is not a formatting error. Page 25 has been absent from every version ever released to the public. The last sentence on page 24 ends mid-thought. Direct quote, "And the eternal thought or concept of self which results from this self-consciousness serves the..." The sentence does not end. Page 26 begins with a completely different subject, as if McDonnell did not just leave the most important thought in the document unfinished. Dozens of Freedom of Information Act requests have been filed, all asking for page 25. Everyone has received the same answer. A 2019 CIA letter states explicitly, the agency does not have page 25. It has never had it. There are 3 theories. The first, it's a simple copying error. The page was never transferred to the archive. The original may exist somewhere in a physical file that has never been found. The second, the page was intentionally withheld because it contained something too sensitive. The third, and the one that spreads most on the internet, McDonnell left it out deliberately. As a test. If Gateway works the way the report describes, a skilled practitioner should be able to project their consciousness to the original document and read what page 25 says. The missing page is the final exam. The method described in the report is the answer key. But none of these have been confirmed. Page 25 remains the most famous non-existent document in CIA history. Chapter 4. The Psychic Soldiers. Gateway Project was not alone. It was part of a program that ran for 17 years and cost over $20 million. That program was called Project Stargate, operational from 1978 to 1995 at Fort Meade, Maryland. Its main purpose was to use trained human minds to spy on the Soviet Union. The #1 remote viewer was Joseph McMoneagle. He completed 450 missions and received the Legion of Merit, the highest non-combat military decoration, for providing accurate intelligence on 150 targets unreachable by any conventional method. One confirmed result, a precise technical description of a new Soviet submarine before any other intelligence source had identified it. Inside the program, results were so accurate they defied explanation had a name: 8 martini results. As in, results were so strange that everyone in the room needed to leave and drink 8 martinis before they could continue working. There were enough 8 martini results to keep the program funded for 17 consecutive years. In 1995, an independent evaluation concluded that remote viewing produced results statistically above chance in controlled laboratory conditions. But it had never generated intelligence specific enough to act on in real field operations. The program was closed in 1995. At the peak of Stargate, 22 active remote viewers worked the program. By the end, 3 remained. One of them was using tarot cards. Chapter 5. What remains unanswered? The document is real. Every quote in this video comes directly from the CIA website. You can verify every word. The questions it leaves are the ones really worth sitting with. What was on page 25? The sentence stops at the middle. What is the eternal concept of self-serving? That answer has never been made public. Why did 17 years and $20 million get approved? There were results strange enough, year after year, to survive administration after administration. What specifically were those results? And the question no evaluator has answered: if remote viewing does not work, what caused the 8 martini results? And if it does work, even partially, what does that mean for everything we think we know about what the human mind can do? The Monroe Institute is still open. Still in Faber, Virginia. Still offering Gateway courses this year. The Hemi-Sync recordings are commercially available. Thousands of people have gone through the same program the CIA evaluated in 1983. The CIA went in, wrote 29 pages, and lost one of them. The sentence on page 24 still has no ending. And the program declared operationally useless in 1995 is still running. If this story belongs in front of more people, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, what classified document should we open next? Because the CIA reading room has thousands more files. And some of them are stranger than this one.